Hello, everyone. Welcome to Win Again Minute.
Sorry we're running a little bit behind, but we're here. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're here in Atlanta with our special guest, Ja'Corean, Celebrity Hairstylists here in Atlanta. Say hi, Ja'Corean, to the people.
All right, Ja'Corean. Thank you for allow us to come to Atlanta to talk to you. What a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you ready for us?
Yes, always.
Okay, then. Okay,
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Ja'Corean, as you know. I'm a 23-year-old hairstylist here in Atlanta. I've worked with a lot of celebrities you can think of, from Cardi B to Jocelyn Hernandez to Marlo Hampton, and the list goes on and on. I'm a wig maker. That's what I do, most. That's what I specialize in. That's what I enjoy to do most. And
so how you get started?
I got started, honestly, I started doing hair because I wanted to wear some hair.
Okay.
So that's
is green your favorite color?
No, I don't even know what made me try green. I think I had dyed my hair blonde and I didn't like it anymore. And I was like, just put some green on it.
Well, it looks good.
Sure
Thank you. But yeah, I wanted to wear some hair for whatever reason. I just thought hair was fabulous, and so I was like, okay, I want to try some hair, and I tried it, and it just turned into a hobby, I guess you can say. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I could promote it and get some clients, and then it just started from there. And then I went to hair school, and I've been doing it for 5 years now.
Good.
Okay.
So how did you network and actually hook up with the celebrities?
So I never really even told them. Well, I mean, people know that I do it
Sure.
publicly, so anybody is. But I always, for some reason, wanted to work with celebrities. So I was like, oh, I gotta work with a celebrity. I want to work with a celebrity. So I was like, I'm gonna reach out to somebody. So I emailed one, and she responded, and I sent her pictures of wigs, and I was like, these some wigs that I did. But honestly, I was lying. It was some wigs that came from somebody else's page.
Okay. Oh, so you lied.
I had lied my way in the door.
Okay. Wait again.
I had lied my way in the door, and I was just able to deliver when I got there, so it had worked out.
I know you were nervous.
Yes, I was really nervous.
OMG.
I had lied, said that I knew how to do these wigs, and honey, and it worked out.
So did they allow you to do their wig after you?
Yeah, I still do hair now, 5 years later.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
you've been doing it for 5 years. You've been doing celebrities for 5 years.
Yeah, so actually,
So
when
you
I
pretty much-
started doing hair, I started with celebrities.
Oh, okay.
So my career kind of was backwards. Like, most hairstylists, once you reach the celebrity standpoint of doing hair, you're like, more so set into your career, you're more experienced, you're more financially stable. Versus I started with celebrities coming straight out of high school. So it was more of a struggle for me more than most people who probably already was more experienced, to be able to go do a celebrity client.
Why would it be more of a struggle?
Just because like,
It was new.
it was new. I wasn't experienced.
Okay.
So I wasn't ready. I was working with celebrities is a lot different than working in a salon behind a
Why
chair,
is that?
because it comes with so much. It comes with like overtime of being up real late. You got to work real fast because we're on a tight time schedule. Everything just moves so fast paced, and then you just gotta know how to improvise and things like that. At the beginning of a hair career, you wouldn't know how to do because you haven't been experienced. So, and then the financial part, like the celebrity might say, "Oh, I want you to make me 5 wigs," and I was just getting into doing hair. I ain't have no money to be buying hair to make 5 wigs, you know. So I wasn't able to buy the hair and then make the wig and then wait till they pay me. I would have to get the money first, and typically that's not how it goes.
So basically with celebrities, when you do a celebrity or a socialite's hair, basically, do they pay you right then? Like if I go get my hair done, I pay you right then for
Typically, no.
They don't pay you right then. They pretty much work on like credit.
People have this perception of what it is. Everybody like, I want to do celebrities. Honestly, when I get a call from a celebrity, I'm like, what she want?
Really? So who your first celebrity? Who was your first celebrity that you actually
Dawn was my first person. She's Jocelyn's best friend on Love Out Atlanta. She was my first person that I worked with. And then it just grew from there. I dedicated a lot of my career to her because she referred me to a lot of bigger celebrities. So I always, make sure I show love to her and appreciate her for giving me the first opportunity to see everybody. So, but yeah, like I was saying, people have this idea of, I want to do a celebrity. It's not all it cracks up to be. Mm-hmm. Like people think it's like all glitz and glam. Nobody takes the bad of what comes with working with a celebrity. Like, some people actually travel with celebrities day to day. Like this is what they do. I particularly don't because I have my own life. But you have some people who travel. Like I have a friend, she works for Cardi B. She does Cardi B's makeup. She travels with Cardi B everywhere she goes, Monday to Monday. Like she's never home. She may come to Atlanta home one day out of the week, and that's every couple of weeks. And then when you first started getting on the road like that, you don't get paid right then. Like because you get paid by a record label, so you're on payroll. You don't get paid as soon as you finish doing makeup. You get paid later on. Wow. Like it takes almost sometimes 2 months to even get paid for something you did 2 months ago.
Oh wow.
So Ja'Corean, right?
Ja'Corean.
Right? Okay. Do you feel like social media help your brand?
Definitely. Social media can help your brand and it can also mess your brand up.
Okay.
And my own personal experience is helped me because that's where I get all my clients from. The bad thing about it is, say for instance, if you go viral and you're not prepared to go viral and you have a business, it can mess you up. I've messed up like that before. Like I've done somebody really big and they post me on their page and I'm not prepared and I don't have an inventory and I didn't have an inventory at the time to fill those orders. So say I get $10,000 worth of orders, but I don't even have no hair.
Oh my
so
God.
Now I have to buy the hair, then fill the orders. So then it takes longer. So then people are upset like, oh, why it's taking me 2 weeks to get my orders, or So some people don't understand. So some people are impatient, right? And if you don't have a team, then you don't have that. Now I can handle those type of things because I have a team. I have 2 employees now. Good. So if I get a bum rush of orders, between the 3 of us, we can get the orders out in a decent time.
So are you originally from Atlanta?
No, I'm from Macon, Georgia, which is like an hour away from here.
Okay.
So what was your time frame, Ja'Corean, from the time you started and you did Dawn's hair? What was your time frame to where you start building your clientele from the time you finished school, you did Dawn's hair?
So I finished school, I did Dawn's hair. She referred me to like other celebrities, and then so I did like maybe 1 or 2 after that. Then I was like, okay, I need to go to hair school. So then I went to Paul Mitchell. And when I was at Paul Mitchell, I didn't finish though because when I started Paul Mitchell, I started doing Jocelyn's hair. Okay. Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay. So a lot of times I would be at school and she would call me like, oh, I need my hair done, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So trying to have a clientele and being on my own and going to hair school, it wasn't working out. Like, I was missing too many hours of school just because I had to go do my celebrity clients. But I mean, I was independent. Like, I mean, of course I could call my parents if I needed something, but I couldn't call on them for everything. So I didn't want to let no money, go by me. So I didn't get the chance to finish school. But I mean, I really didn't need a cosmetology license because I make wigs. So
Right.
I just wanted to go to have the certification.
Gotcha.
Right.
So what age were you when you actually started doing hair?
I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 because it was 5 years.
You're 23 now.
Yeah,
that's
good. It was
right.
Yeah, June of 2015, right after I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
So your parents are like, wow.
Yeah, they're amazing. At first, I was so scared to tell them that I wanted to do hair because I just didn't think that they were going to be accepted. So like, I just thought they were going to be like, no, because my parents wanted me to be like, every other kid. They wanted me to go to school and get a degree, and because everybody feel like that's the way of life. Right. But I mean, it's not. You have to live your life how you see it to be fit. And if that's not the path that you see, then you don't have to do those things. I know plenty of people who went to college and they haven't done a thing with their degree.
And that's true. I do too.
So do you feel like entrepreneurship is not for everyone?
No, entrepreneurship is definitely not for everyone. That's why it's created a lot of bad names. Like you hear a lot of people scared to buy things online or buy from hair companies because they've had so many bad experiences. Because everybody isn't meant to be a business owner. Because some people get in things for the wrong reason. Like I typically don't like when people sell hair that know nothing about hair.
Right.
Because how are you going to sell something that you know nothing about? You don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, people have their own views on what is good and bad. Mm-hmm. I can look at I used to could, but now I can look at a bundle of hair and tell you if it's bad or not just by looking at it. I don't have to put no color, no heat, nothing. I can tell you if it's bad or not just by looking at it.
Oh, okay.
And it took years to get to that place. Like I didn't probably figure that out until like 3 years into doing hair. So if you don't do hair, you don't know anything about hair. How can you sell a product that you know nothing about?
Do you have your own hairline?
Yeah, I have my own hairline. It's called Ja'Corean Extensions.
Okay.
Ja'Corean Extensions.
Yeah, Ja'Corean Extensions.
Okay.
So look them up, everyone.
Ja'Corean Extensions. And that's on Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, it's www.ja'coreanextensions.com.
So you have your own shop, or are you mobile?
No. So I typically right now I work out of my second bedroom in my house.
Okay.
Just because I do a lot of wigs. I don't have a lot of people that just come over and like get their hair done. Most people order my wigs and I ship it out to them. Yeah. So I maybe have like a handful of clients who actually do come over, but I probably have 3 people come over a week.
So I'm ready to get a little extra. So who do you prefer? Celebrities or regular people that come in? Celebrities a headache sometimes? Or
I prefer regular working 9 to 5 people.
For real? Why?
Yes. Because it don't come with a whole headache. It doesn't come with being up to 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. It don't come with delayed paychecks. It don't come with some celebrities who want to be cheap.
When that paycheck come through,
you know,
boom.
Yeah, I mean, it's good when it's good, but it's a headache. Like, I hate working on sets. Like, I worked on music videos. I hate doing it. I gotta fight to get my money. Like, it just comes with too much. Like, if it just came, they'll tell you, oh, okay, you're gonna get paid on this day in 2 weeks. That day comes in 2 weeks. You haven't got a paycheck yet. So now I gotta call around, and so I gotta hound people down about my money, and then it's a month and a half before I get the money that I was promised 2 weeks later.
Wow.
Okay, we have Katria. She says, are there any other celebrity hairstylists that you look up to?
No.
At least you're honest.
And I'm not saying that in a cocky way, like, because this is the thing between me and the difference between me and a lot of other celebrity hairstylists. A lot of other celebrity hairstylists that I know, some of them have bigger followers than I do, because they might be a little bit more active on their social media than I am, or some people do things for social media. I do not. I have a following, but it's just not as big as some others. But some of your biggest celebrity hairstylists who have 1 million followers, and me who only have 30,000 followers, we do the same clients. You do Cardi B, I've done Cardi B. You done Marlo, I've done Marlo. Our resumes are the same no matter how many followers that we have on Instagram. So at the end of the day, they no bigger than I am.
Celebrity getting paid the same way.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Now, with that, I know that we have talked several times, many times before, in reference to, like, sometimes they be wanting you to do, like, favors.
Right.
Like, when I go to your house to go get a wig, it's like, oh, let me cash out you, Ja'Corean. But there's others that might come that's celebrity status, where they might say, oh, let me get this and I'm going to wear it. And they might want to do a favor. Like, I'll post it on my Instagram if you give it to me for free.
So that's a lot.
About $300-$400 wig.
So that's the thing. That has messed up this hair industry so much, because you have people not wanting to pay. I don't typically deal with that because I always decline those offers. So I don't typically have a whole lot of people come and say, oh, can you do my hair for promo? Because I don't do hair for promo.
Right.
The only way I'm going to do somebody's hair for promo if it's Beyonce. And I'm still not even going to do her for promo because she has millions of dollars. So why should I give her anything for free?
Exactly. So next time I know what you do that, say, wait a damn minute. But is there a lot of competition in ATL?
No, because I think it's enough room for everybody. You know, it's just like when you go to the grocery store and you know, they on the bread aisle, it's 100 different types of bread.
Hello. So y'all heard him when he first started though. He said he always wanted to do celebrities' hair. So he said, you believed it, you spoke
You
it.
spoken in that.
Yeah, I typically manifest anything that if I say I want to do
And you
something,
speak it.
I do
Because
it.
you gotta believe it.
Yeah, like even if I have to try it over and over and over and over and over and over, I do it.
So do you enjoy doing anything else other than hair?
I don't really do much.
Or want to go into business for anything else other than hair?
I do want to dip back into doing clothing. I used to have an online boutique when I
Okay.
first started. That was before hair, so rewind back a little bit. When I was in 12th grade, I used to have a boutique and I used to like fashion shows with different celebrities and stuff that I used to pay to come host it in my town where I'm from. And then I came to Atlanta, I started doing them. But I was 17, I had never handled like a big amount of money before. This was like before like all the Fashion Novas and all that. Like I was doing that first, and I was like paying for advertisements. Like I would pay Black China to post me on her page, and people would come buy all these clothes from my boutique and stuff. And I was making a lot of money. I actually was making like around $17,000 a month in high school.
Wow.
But I mismanaged the money, so I stopped doing it. And then that's when I found out that I was interested in doing hair. Like because you know who is in high school making that kind of money? It's grown people that don't even make that kind of money.
Hello.
And you know, and it was like, you know, it was coming so fast, and it was all these things that I wanted to do, and my friends, they were in high school too, so you know, they didn't have money to do the things. So once, if I say, oh, I want to go to this concert or I want to go to this restaurant, I was always the one paying because nobody else ain't got the money to pay. So the money went so fast, like, so I didn't put the money. I didn't know, like, okay,
You
if
didn't
I
manage
made
it properly, right?
right, I was like, okay, I didn't know if I made $17,000 that I need to put 10 back into the business so I could keep making money.
Yes,
I was just like, oh, this is my money.
But the thing is, you being 23, you learn early.
Yeah, I
So
did.
and you on point.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have someone helping you manage all this stuff, or you handle your own money and your
I still have a problem managing money sometimes.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna be honest. But I'm a whole lot better than I used to be. I must say, I'm a work in progress.
Okay.
So it is hard being a business owner. Would you
Yeah.
say?
Especially
push through,
with
like-
hair money, because it comes so quick.
Inventory too.
Yeah, like, baby, being a hairstylist, you can have nothing today, you can have a lot tomorrow. Like, it can come quick. Like, it's been times that I've been a hairstylist and I've had $0, and then the next day I had $15,000.
Oh, wow.
So it come really quickly. I'm just more seasoned now, so I know how to, you know, manage myself and keep it on track, you know, right.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Miss Gamsut. She says, so why do you have to wait to get paid and not at the time of the service?
Exactly.
Because if you're getting paid, like if you work for a really big celebrity, and they're signed to like a record label, you have to wait until they cut you a check because they have to do a payroll. So because it's like you're working for a company, so they have to run through things through payroll and you know take taxes and all those things. So you can't get the money right then and there.
Right.
Okay, so what advice do you have for like up and coming stylists? New, upcoming, trying to get into the business or wanting to do what you do. They thinking like, hey, I want to work for a celebrity too because that's where the big bucks at.
Well, I say don't go for the celebrities just because it's not what it all pans out to be.
Right.
Like, I mean, you know, if that's what you want to do, I mean, by all means, I don't want nobody to not do something that they want to do if they want to have the experience. But don't go in with these expectations because your feelings are going to be hurt. You're going to be let down. Like, you have to have tough skin to work with celebrities because at any given moment when everybody is under pressure, these people will talk to you any kind of way.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So you have to, you know, have tough skin. And they may not mean it like in the way it happened. You know, it's like when everything under pressure, you know, people can explode and go off and they may come back and later and apologize about it. But, you know, you have to be tough. So, but I say if you want to be a hairstylist, do whatever it is that makes you happy. Be innovative. Always be willing to learn, because I don't care how long you've been doing hair, you're always going to have to learn something, because it's always going to be something new that comes out. If you stay stuck in your old ways, at some point your money is going to get low, because everybody's going to follow the wave of what's new. Oh, they got this new hairstyle now. They got this. Everybody's going to want that. So if that comes out, you need to learn how to do that so that you can keep growing.
Right.
So Cardi B ever?
No, I never had a problem with Cardi. I've only done Cardi
So
twice.
like, hurry up.
The only person who that was kind of mean was Jocelyn.
Oh,
And that was your best friend.
But we was cool. But we had a good relationship. We had a good understanding. But sometimes, under pressure. But we had a good relationship, because I used actually, before I was her hairstylist, I was her personal assistant.
Gotcha.
So we had a relationship. So
Yeah.
we was friends. But under pressure, sometimes it can get a little crazy.
For some reason, that don't surprise me. But
What?
But she's different. She's not even like she is on TV.
on TV,
A lot of people think that people are like they are on TV. Production makes you look how they want you to look.
Oh, okay.
Because everything is edited. So they can keep the bad parts and show none of your good parts. So then now you're painting this picture of I'm a bad person.
Wow.
Versus they never showed anything good that I did. So you want to know that I'm a good person.
So you're just being paid. You just basically they're getting paid for just showing you
Whatever they
the
feel is
bad
interesting.
side. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
that's how TV works.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a question. Is there a specific celebrity, without calling names, that you have worked with and found out that it isn't what you thought it was going to be, or they portrayed themselves one way and you saw another?
No. Like I said, people from TV are usually better in person than what you see on TV, because, like I said, they only show what they want you to see. So typically, no. Celebrities that I work with, because I worked with about probably 35 celebrities, and they all been pretty okay. Like I said, we may have had our moments, but it wasn't just terrible. I couldn't just throw nobody in the dirt and be like, oh, they were just so horrible.
Right.
It just never. For me personally, like I said, it depends on your feelings, because there's no feelings in business. And I know that when I'm here to get paid for a job. And if I just feel like you were just so mean to me, or you hurt my feelings, then I'm just gonna up that invoice when it's time to request the money.
Hello.
When you're doing the celebrity hair, or do you get to charge more for doing their hair? Or making
Yeah,
sure you
so I don't
charge
charge more just because I know they have more money. I charge more because it requires more.
Okay.
Like,
Long
Travel
hours.
to them.
right. So I may have to travel to your house, or if you flew me out, I might have to get on a plane, I had to get a hotel, I had to catch an Uber here, or whatever it is. Or say a celebrity, they may want 6 bundles of hair in their wig versus the average person, she only wants 3. So you paying double because you get almost twice as much hair. They might add some extra color. Right. So, it just depends. That's what makes the price go up. It just requires so much more. Or I might have to be at your house at 5 a.m. versus Sally from down the street can't book no appointment at 5 a.m. because I'm not doing nobody's hair at 5 a.m. unless they're paying the celebrity price.
Right.
So do you feel as though being shy versus outgoing kind of hurt your business?
Yeah, definitely.
What?
Cause I'm shy.
Yeah.
I feel like if I really show my true self to everybody, I probably would make more money.
Mm-hmm.
But I just,
So wouldn't it be easy to just be yourself?
I am myself, but I don't show everything.
Okay.
Like some people that,
Deserve.
like how we on live. I've never been on live on my own Instagram page before.
For real.
Never. Just
Okay.
and I could get up there and I'm funny. Like if you guys to get to know me in private time, people say I'm funny and we laugh and joke. But I just never it's natural. So I don't do things for the internet like most people.
Yeah.
So how much would this wig be? And what's her name?
What's her name?
She got a name?
I don't. Typically, all my wigs have a name. I don't know what this wig's gal called because I'm doing a new website.
Well, I'm gonna call her Barbie.
Okay, Barbie.
She's
You
so
take Barbie.
pretty.
Barbie. So
So Barbie is
what's this? What she's
typically, Barbie has 2 bundles of loose wave and a lace closure.
It's just-
This for the girls who want to take their wigs on and off and No one has to put no glue on it and stuff.
Yeah.
So how much is this? Would you like to donate this to Sheeta Ron? And I mean, because I can take this back to Suffolk. I'm a Suffolk. And say, I can get you some more business because them people like that love start this. And I think this look cute on me. Ja'Corean.
Yes, it would be cute.
So how much is it?
So typically this wig normally would be like $500.
Oh my gosh.
But I've been having a wig sale right now, and she's been on sale for like $300 for like 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
And
Second
what
stimulus
hair
check, where
is
are
this
you?
you're using, Ja'Corean? What
So
hair
this is just some Brazilian loose wave. So you
and
know,
this is your hair?
yeah, it's my hair from Ja'Corean. Just a nice little wave. You know, nothing too
I
curly.
really like this.
You know, just a little get up and go. You know, a little beach wave.
Do it have to be wet for it to
And
get
you
that
said this is
like pattern or no?
Do you want to try this on
Yeah.
Shantae?
Yeah, so you do have to wet it to get this pattern. But you can like, because it doesn't have too much weight, you can like press it out straight if you want to wear it straight or
This
put
is
some
so
curls in it.
pretty.
I like
Or just wear it with,
So
you know,
it's pretty
with-
diverse.
yeah, it's really, really diverse. You know, keep
Okay.
And
it
what's
going.
this one? What's her name?
This Naomi, I always call my long
Naomi?
jet black middle, well this ain't jet black, this is natural
I
black,
love
but
it.
I love her old bone straight middle part wig, and you know, I always call her
Yes.
Naomi Campbell.
You and me too.
Because that's what Naomi Campbell typically wears, a bone straight middle part.
So I can't have the other. Can I have
This
this? How
is
much
one
is
you're
this?
trying
This one,
Whatever.
I think this is like a 24-inch, so she probably like $650.
Oh my gosh.
And she on sale too?
That's
No,
I know
she
I
ain't
can't
on
afford
sale.
this.
Oh, okay.
See, the Bible's on sale just because you know it's a little Bible, it's a little 1, 2, 1, 2. But you know it take a lot more to get
Look
this.
at that on me, y'all.
And the hair feels really, is this your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, this is really
Good.
And again, I mean, I wear hair, but I don't know, like you said, you
You
don't.
can look at it, tell if it's some good hair.
Right.
I will be coming to get you Naomi income tax 2021.
This is the hair that he was trying to get me to get.
Yes, I've been trying to get her to get some long hair. You know, she only like a little 14. And I want to get her
Get
a
that long
24.
hair, Shantae.
Yeah.
I think this will look nice on you.
Look, but she don't wear long braids.
Yeah, because
Down to her
I
back.
think this will look nice on her.
I think it would too. Ain't nothing like.
But this will look like a
It's so
Sheeta
pretty.
Ron.
I'm always like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
But you
And
see,
then I
that's
got
what
to
females
try
with long
her. I
hair
go
is
to
pretty
her
on
own
them.
ball. Then
Yeah,
let me just-
listen, I'm telling you, long hair, if you never wore long hair before, you should. Long hair is fun. It makes you feel like a different person.
For real.
Yeah, it's just, I think it opens another box.
Okay, so I have another question. It is, how long does your hair last?
So my hair lasts.
Don't tell no story.
No,
Wait a damn minute.
Look, I ain't gonna tell no story. I use good hair, so my hair lasts. It honestly depends on you because you know.
Right, you know
some
what?
some people change out their wigs. Like some people have 10 wigs, so you know. I have people who I made wigs when I first started doing hair. They still have them.
Got you. You know,
So-
I heard people say that too.
Yeah, so it's really about how you take care of her. I mean, if you're going to wear her all 365 days of the year, or if you're going to wear her, 30 days out of the year, But the hair, it lasts. Like, you can shampoo it, condition it, and keep it going, and keep using it over and over again.
I heard people say boil the hair.
I never bought hair before. I never really got what people do that for.
Oh, okay.
I've never done it, but
Right. I'm just
I
wondering what's
I
the
mean, I
secret.
fear about them boiling this hair, the braid, to keep.
I mean, no,
No,
people be
that's
boiling
what
again too.
We
So
know
they say
that
they bring it back to life.
They bring it back to life.
But
They
honey,
boil
I
it.
have good hair, so you don't need bringing it back to life.
I know that's right.
When you be watching them, it bring it right back to life.
Yeah.
Hair wigs.
So I don't know. Some people buy their wigs, but I don't know what they
So
do.
you have a layaway plan, and I'm serious.
So what I'm working on right now is this thing. They got this thing called Afterpay.
Oh shoot!
So I'm working
I
on
know
getting
what you're
Afterpay. So because you can pay in 4 installments. So I'm working on getting that.
Get that.
I
I
heard
heard
about
about that.
the investment too.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Because
You just added to this.
I get paid up front. So
Yeah.
even though you pay in 4 payments, I get paid up front. So the company pays me, and
Got
you
you.
deal owe the company.
Okay, so
Okay.
you mess with the company, that's on you. They'll
Right.
come
So
out
that's
and-
between you and the company if you start making your payments.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
you.
So it has nothing to do with me after you make the purchase.
Have you always knew what you wanted to do in life?
No, I remember I wanted to be a lawyer and
Me
an
too.
artist. And I never
you
in a
wanted to
million
be with
years.
art?
If you had told me I was gonna be a hairstylist, I was like, slap line. Like I would have never thought that. Because in high school I had made up my mind that with the boutique thing, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna move to Atlanta. I was gonna open a boutique, and that was just gonna be my life. I never thought that I was gonna be a hairstylist. But being a hairstylist has opened so many doors. Like literally everybody I know in life probably right now is because I'm a hairstylist.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Like I probably wouldn't know none of the people I know if I wasn't a hairstylist.
Okay, so have you ever styled someone and they wasn't pleased with the style?
All the
and
time.
how do you
For
go
real.
about fixing it? Do you redo it? Do you pay them the money back, or how do you fix it?
You know what? Being a hairstylist, I don't care how good you are. You're always gonna have one customer who's gonna be unhappy, and because you can't please everybody. Like when someone's unhappy, this is my motto that I tell everybody who sits in my chair. I say, if you have any problems, questions, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let me know, because we always can rectify the situation. If it's something that you don't like or something you want me to tweak, we can do it. You know, I'm not going to be offended if you say, oh, I don't like how this curl look. Can we redo this one? I'm not offended by that. I mean, it's your money. You paid your hard money to look how you want it to look, so let's do it how you want it to look. So I don't have a problem with rectifying any type of situation. Or like, I can use it for example. I made a lady a wig the other day and she got it in the mail. She ordered off my site. She was like, I like this wig. I want this exact one. And I was like, okay, cool. I made her that exact wig and sent it to her. She got it in the mail. She was like, I don't like this wig. This is not what I thought it was going to be. And it is a bit, it's not because I didn't send her what she asked for. She wanted a whole lace front. She wanted a whole hairline. She ordered a closure wig. So she was disappointed, but I mean, you can't really be disappointed with me about it because I gave you exactly what you asked for.
Right.
You just didn't know what you were asking for. So you have to,
Gotcha.
clarify if you wanted a front or if you wanted a closure. So, I was like, it's additional $55 for the frontal wig versus the closure wig. So, if you would like to pay the additional, I can make that happen for you. And she was like, I'm not a celebrity, because people love to say that. People love to bring up, oh, I'm not a celebrity once they see you do celebrities. Nobody said you was a celebrity. She's like, I'm not a celebrity. I don't have money just to keep spending on a wig. And I was like, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Because again, this is your mistake.
Right.
And she was like, oh my God, I'm crying. And sometimes you just, as a business owner, you just have to take the loss. So if it cost me $55 more, $55 ain't nothing to me. Maybe it meant something to her. I'll just go ahead. I'll tell her just send the wig back because she hadn't cut the lace, and I'll just change it to a frontal. I mean, because if I don't, you're going to have clients like that who's going to run your name in the dirt.
Right.
So it's going to make me lose more money than them $55 in the
Right.
Because she's going to be the one who's going to get on Google and write a review and tell everybody, oh, I effed her over because that's what she's going to say. But in reality, she's not going to say, oh, I ordered the wrong thing, thinking I was ordering something else.
Yeah, she's never gonna say you had bad customer service because you was not willing to hear. So
Right.
you did right.
So with those people, you just have to take it. Honestly, what's crazy? The reason I have set my wig price points what they are, not because like people think that when they hear $600-700, because my wigs go up to $900 depending on which one it is. But when people hear that, they say, oh, they charge a lot because they do celebrities, or they charge a lot because of this and that. No, I don't charge a lot because I do celebrities. I don't charge regular people more because I do celebrities. I charge what I charge because of the quality of my work. The hair that I sell is not like most people's hair that they sell.
Right.
My construction of my wig is not like most people's construction of their wig. Like this wig is made on a sewing machine. This wig will never come apart.
Wow.
Like the tracks will never come off of this wig
Right.
because it was made on a sewing machine.
So the Paul Mitchell show you how to do these too? Or you
No,
tell me
I'm
something?
just gonna tell you nothing about wig.
Wow.
Or they just
You
say
know,
cut
that's
color.
yep. So I can't say that Paul Mitchell did help my cut and coloring skills.
Gotcha.
I definitely enhanced that from them. But no, they don't teach you no type of hair extension.
Okay, so we have a question that goes back to how you perfect your work. So it says, how did you perfect it? You started off and was on celebrity status. So who taught you? How did you become so well at it?
So initially, I started out with like YouTube videos, just watching stuff and trying it out, trial and error. I messed up plenty of times before I was able to get it all the way correct. And being around like like-minded individuals, like if you if you want to do hair, start hanging around some people that do hair. Y'all can teach each other something. You might know something that I don't know, and I might know something that you don't know.
Right.
We all can help each other, So that's why you have to get you some friends that's like-minded and want to do great things like you do, so that y'all can build each other. I tell people this all the time. If all your friends are a bunch of people that y'all can't do nothing for each other, why are y'all friends?
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm not saying be friends with somebody because they can benefit you, but
But they can't.
we should all be able to benefit each other if we're friends.
Right.
You should, even if we ain't in the same business, and you do this and I do this, if we can help
They
each
work
other,
together.
yeah, like if you just hang around people just because y'all just hanging around, I mean, what's the point of that?
Right.
All my friends, literally all of my friends own a business.
Wow, that's right.
Because that's what I
That's
do.
what we said
So
earlier.
majority of my friends who I hang around, they all own businesses. So we understand each other. We understand each other's struggles. Even you don't even have to physically do something for somebody. Even conversation, like, oh girl, I did this and it worked for me. Maybe you could try this. So those things like help. Like me and my friends, we talk on the phone. My friends who I had before I became the person that I am today, we're friends, but we don't talk as much because we don't have that much conversation to have. I can't relate to the things that they relate to, and they can't relate to the things that I relate to. So we don't talk a lot. Like my best friend, I love my best friend to death. We've been knowing each other since high school, but I don't talk to him as much as I talk to my friends who are entrepreneurs. And it's not because I love him any different, or I treat him any different, or I don't think of him any different, but we just have two different lives, and there's nothing wrong with that. He goes to college for business. I am an entrepreneur, so we don't. Even though he's in school for business, he can't relate to me yet.
Right.
Because he has not actually ran a business. So he can't relate to me. That's like the other day, I don't know if you guys seen what B. Simone, people was going at B. Simone because she said she can't date a man who works a 9 to 5 because she's an entrepreneur. So the world was like, oh, how could you say you can't date somebody who works a 9 to 5? You used to work a 9 to 5. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not dating nobody who works a 9 to 5. And it's not because I think there's something wrong with having a 9 to 5. Because somebody has to work. Somebody has to do the 9 to 5. But I can't date someone who works a 9 to 5 because you're not going to understand me. Right. So when I'm up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning figuring things out for my business, or I'm still up working on wigs, doing hair, you're not going to understand why I'm doing it and why I'm not in the bed, or why I'm not giving you the attention that you desire, because you're not going to understand why I have to. When you work a 9 to 5, your job starts at 9 and ends at 5. At 5 o'clock, you go home. You don't have to think about that stuff anymore. When my job never ends. Even when I finish a client, my mind is always thinking about something with my business. So you can't get where I'm coming from because I have to continually always work on these things.
If it takes around the clock, you have to
be
dedicated to
when you have your own business, it's no such thing as hours. Like I have hours that I quote unquote do hair, but it goes further than outside of me doing hair. Because I have to do the hair, I have to run the business, I have to do the customer service, I have to come up with the brainstorming, I have to come up with the marketing. I have to do all aspects.
You have to sew the hair,
Exactly.
hair that one you have to sew, you have to update your website.
Exactly. So it comes with so much. I may create this wig and be done by 6 o'clock. But guess what I need now? I want to post on Instagram, so now I got to take the pictures and price them and put it on the website and keep going on and on and on.
So your business, do you feel like your business interfere with your social life?
Definitely. I really don't have a social life that much. And when I do, it's pretty much in the house. So like me and my friends, we typically get together and we sit in the house and we talk, and that's what we do. Like I don't drink, but my friends do, so they may drink wine or whatever it is, and we may just chat about different things. But I don't really have a social life as far as like going out. Like I don't go to clubs or anything.
And that doesn't bother you?
Because it doesn't. I'm so focused right now that I can't even go to the club because I would be in the club thinking about business. I'd be in my phone like, doing something to pertain to my business, just because I want to be a millionaire, and I haven't. And when I become a millionaire, I wanted to keep going. So I'm always going to keep constantly thinking about how I can make more. Like I don't want to just make money to live or live paycheck to paycheck. Like I want to live this lavish lifestyle, and I live a pretty good lifestyle now, but I want more, so I have to keep going. And I have to make money. Like I want to take care of my mama one day. I want to take care of my grandma one day, or I want people in my family not to have to want for anything. So I have to keep going. I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it for everybody around me, anybody who's connected to me. You know, and when I'm dead and gone, I want the people who live after me. I still want them to have some of the money that I had too. So you know, I gotta keep going until I just can't go no more.
I like your mentality.
Okay, I have Miss Mary Davenport. She says, how do someone in Virginia get a wig the way they want it from you?
So I ship. So everything that's that I do here in Atlanta, I ship. Like when I curl wigs, it's like somebody order a wig and it came with curls or something. I curl it and I pin it and I package it up and I ship it out. I ship it like next day most of the time, and it's fresh and they can take it clips out and comb their curls out and it's ready to wear. All my wigs are ready to wear.
Okay, now how do you describe the difference in the different wigs? A 360, lace front, and a frontal.
So I feel like you build the clients that you want. So majority of my clients wear glueless wigs. A lot of people don't come to me asking for frontals because that's not what I promote. Can I do them? I can do them with my eyes closed, but that's not what I promote. So I don't really have to cater to those people. Most of the people who come to my page know that I specialize in glueless wigs, and that's what they want.
So you were saying that you and your friends out, sit in the house, they drink, you don't. What do you actually do for fun? Because that's important. That you have that downtime.
Chatting with, I like to go out to eat. And
Okay.
chat with my
I
friends.
know
That's like fun
that's
for
fun
me.
to you. Okay.
Like I love to go, you know, for us to sit at the table and we just chat about whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be about business. It could be whatever, you know, our romantic lives or whatever. Like I just love to chat. So me and my friends, we can sit down and chat.
So y'all crack jokes and stuff. So do you have that anybody had? Know you specialize in wigs. Have that anybody had that want a certain style? They know they need a relaxer. No, they need a perm back of that neck. Do you say, look, come on, that girl?
Well, if you get a wig, you don't need a relaxer.
So you don't do relaxer hair
I mean,
or stuff like that.
it comes down to it, that's what
But
they really
mainly
want.
wigs.
Yeah. Nah, honestly, if somebody asks me to do their real hair, depending on the mood I am or how busy I am, I may decline that client. Or I may say, I just was seeing them to somebody else. I was like, you know, I don't do that at this current time, but she does, and I don't see it.
Yeah, so you're not into washing nobody's hair, putting them under the bowl.
I have an
Oh, blow
assistant.
dry. Okay.
So my assistant pretty much does all of it. So I don't have a problem with a client if they want to come get their hair shampooed and blow dry and break it down and put their wig on.
Okay.
So I just have my assistant do it because I don't do that.
Okay. Okay.
I'd rather just pay somebody else to
To
do
do
it.
it. Right.
Right.
I mean, and I don't do like silk presses and stuff because like sometimes I will, you know, but it's like a $75 thing. I'm used to people spending at least $500 with me.
Gotcha.
So the time difference, like I can make a wig in 45 minutes.
Gotcha.
It takes me longer to do a silk press than it do take me to make a wig.
Okay.
And this wig I can get it rid of for $500-$600, and in this same time it took longer. I only made 75.
So overall, your hectic schedule, your hectic life, do you overall truly enjoy doing hair?
I love doing hair.
Gotcha.
I'm weaning my way from behind the chair, but I do love hair.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm not going to completely stop. My goal this year is to open a hair store here in Atlanta. So I'm going to open a hair store and I'm going to have like 50 wigs on display at all times. They're going to be wigs that me and my team did. And so you can always get my touch, but I just may not be the one to put it on your head.
Gotcha.
So you can get my wig, I'm just not going to be the one to put it on for you.
I have many viewers that are asking, can you give your website so that I can pin it? Could you tell the viewers your website?
So my website is www.jcoreextensions.com. But I'm better found on Instagram so that we can actually conversate, you know, with any questions that you may have. So my Instagram is @Ja'Corean. It's @JACOREAN_. And if you DM me, you know, we can talk about any hair questions, or if you want to order something and you want to know, clarify more of what you're ordering. I have no problem talking in the DMs.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna pin that for the viewers.
So you don't get frustrated with people, because I know people ask you questions all the time about your
Definitely.
work, about your. You get frustrated?
Yeah, talking about like with customers?
Yeah, like you get do you get when do you get frustrated? Like at what point do you get frustrated with like a lot of questions when they ask you about stuff?
So you know, I hate saying this because I don't want to sound like I'm bougie or nothing like that. But I have pretty much weaned down the clients, people who get on my nerves. Because you have people who get on your nerves.
Right.
Like, typically, if a person asks how much a wig costs, and I tell them, and I hate to say this like this, but my clients who have money, they don't ask a whole bunch of questions.
Right.
They say what they want, how much it costs, and they send the money, and that's it. We don't go through a whole. It's always the one who ain't trying to spend a lot of money. They gotta be.
They had a whole heart attack like me.
Yeah.
Did they have a heart attack like this one? What's her name again?
Naomi.
He talking about me cause she had a heart attack when he told me the price of Naomi.
And you're not the first person to have a heart attack, I'm sure.
I am weak. So do you be in?
So like I have clients. I say this wig costs $800, and they know they want it and they ready. How do I send the money? They send the money within 5 minutes. I know they mean business. They ask all the questions after they pay the money. I like to talk to them because I know that I'm actually answering a question for a legit reason. You know, now I don't have a problem answering questions because I know people do have questions about big purchases like that.
Right.
So I don't mind you asking me some questions, but please don't wear me out.
I know that's right.
Don't ask me.
Overwhelm you with questions.
And then they'll buy nothing.
Ask all these questions you about me.
Hey, Bola.
Yes, Ms. Ja'Corean. So, do you like sharing like your goals and plans with other people? Like what you have planned, what your goal is?
Yeah, I'm sharing people with stuff. I mean, to a certain extent.
That's
you know,
right. That's right.
Just because you can't let everybody know everything.
Right.
But no, I don't have problems telling people what I'm doing.
So have anyone noticed you like while you out at the store, the mall? Like, oh my God, he did. He the one who did.
I'm on a TV show too.
TV show?
On your TV show.
What TV show?
I'm on a reality show on BT called.
Can you tell about what again? Minute, half that in. Tell them
About your TV show.
So I'm on a TV show on BT. It's called Wig Out. We only did one season. We're about to start filming season 2 now. We were actually supposed to start filming in April, but COVID came, so of course everything. But I'm on this show on BT. Like I said, it's called Wig Out. It's a reality show. It's about hairstylists. It's about 5 of us.
How you could
And tell us about last season you was on Atlanta Housewives.
Oh, and then I was on Housewives the past season with Marlo doing her wig line and Nene. Yeah, I've been on Love Hip Hop before a couple of times.
So how did you do it with them?
Everybody always
It's
call
called
me.
you. For real?
Y'all know the video like, y'all call me. The
Okay.
little, you know the little TikTok video where the man was like,
Yes.
y'all call me, I ain't call y'all.
Yes.
Yes, everybody call me. I don't call
I
me.
know it's I ain't call you. Y'all call me. I know.
Yeah, so everybody always call me. So
Oh my God, that's what's
it
up.
was like a word of mouth.
Okay.
Okay, so you said you have a team. How did you go about picking your team?
Listen, I just got my team.
Okay.
I thank God for my team. I've only worked.
Okay.
I got my assistant in what it was. I think it started in March, the beginning of March. And then I just hired a girl to help me with the wigs. She started last week.
Okay.
And we worked good together. Like
They had their own.
when I tell you, when I didn't have a team, I was discombobulated. My work was all over the place. I was delayed on orders. Now that I have a team, everything, it's still a little rocky, but it's a whole lot smoother than it will be. Yes, like, if I have a team, I would be delayed. I mean, I was delayed here, but I'd be even more delayed. Because, like, my sister pressed this out. I didn't press this out.
Gotcha.
I did the wig, but I didn't press it.
So
while I was getting ready to come here, my sister, I was like, hey, I need you to press this wig out.
I know that's right.
This interview, and I ain't got time to press it out, so I need you to press it.
Teamwork. I know that's right.
So if I didn't have him, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of these things.
Gotcha.
So would you like to do more TV shows and stuff?
Yeah, I like doing TV. TV is fun.
That's my goal. That's my
Yeah, TV is fun. Like,
So you don't get nervous like when you're on TV and you see all these cameras and stuff rolling?
it's natural.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm gonna tell you why it's natural? Even though you know you're being recorded, the cameras are so far away. They're not like right here.
Gotcha.
You might, and the cameras is all the way on the other side of the room.
Oh wow.
So you don't. So you just have your normal conversation
When
and
they
do
out
whatever you
eating
do,
stuff.
and they all the way over there. So you don't even feel like nobody's.
Got you.
So they just zooming in.
Yeah, from
Right.
afar.
Yeah.
So you know it doesn't
Afar,
seem
yeah.
like somebody's watching you.
Got
So it's
you.
like natural. You just
So even with you being shy, that's natural with you being in front of
yeah,
the TV.
that was natural. I actually did something really big last year for my first season. I wanted to make a change. I didn't want to just get on TV and just be on TV. I wanted to get on there and do something that would help other people. So I came out to my parents on TV. So that's something I hadn't done prior
So
to.
how
being
was
on
that?
TV.
Wow.
It was cool. Like it, honestly, that's something I dealt with for years,
Okay.
and I just thought it was like going to be the worst thing ever, and it wasn't. Like my parents, like I actually feel like it brought us closer,
Got
and I wanted to display that because I know it's a lot of people that deals with it,
Yes.
and it's okay to come out on your terms, but for years people was like you should come out. They ain't gonna love you no different. But I just seen so many horrors that I just thought that it was just gonna be the most terrible thing ever.
Right.
And it was not.
Brought y'all close. That's what's up.
It brought us closer because now we can talk about things that we couldn't talk about before.
So your mother and your father is together? Like
No, they're not together. No, they haven't been together since I was like 2.
Oh, okay.
They actually have their own. My mom was married and my daddy has a girlfriend. But
So did they like already say that they knew? Like,
I asked my mom that. She said because I think parents be in denial.
Right.
I don't think my daddy was, but my mama, she was like, what did she say? She was like, she didn't think I was because she asked me before and I said no. So she was just going off of what I told her. Like she didn't, but she also probably was in denial and just didn't want to believe that shit either. Because nobody want to believe that. Everybody want to believe. Everybody want to, especially not their one and only son child. You just want them to be straight and have you some great cheering and whatever. But like for me, I mean, they may not agree and viewers may not agree and other people may not agree. But I feel like I was born this way. Some people feel like that's not the case. For me, I say I was because this is all I remember.
Gotcha.
I've never been like, oh, I want to have a little girlfriend. Like I think I had a crush on a girl like once.
Okay.
As a kid, but I've always had an attraction to guys, even like before I knew about sexual things or knew that guys and girls were supposed to be together.
Yeah,
and
so
like
it was
that.
basically Indian.
Yeah, it was like always. It'd be like as a kid, like I said before, I knew about boyfriend and girlfriend. I always thought that guys were cute. Like I was like, guys who was my same age as a kid. Like if we both 7 years old, I thought the little 7-year-old boy was cute.
Right.
And so it's always been in me. So I never woke up one day and be like, oh, I want to be gay today. Like it just
You
never
never
happened.
said, like I want a girlfriend.
Yeah, like I never been like, oh, I want to
never
date a
been
little
with a
girl.
woman?
I've never had a girlfriend. I've never been with a woman or anything.
So let me ask you something. You were saying how they make you wait 2 months or a month or a couple of weeks for when you do their hair. How is it when you on the show? How do you get paid? How is that paid?
I have to wait for that too.
Do you?
Yeah, it's all
Because it's
The
all
same thing. The same thing. Yeah.
Like for instance, like if I say I do Marlo's hair for green screen, Bravo pays me. So I have to wait. That's a network, so they have to cut a check,
Gotcha.
and I have to wait for it. So even with TV, when I get paid to film, I have to wait for them to cut the check, and then I get it in the mail.
Gotcha.
Whenever it comes.
So with all the stuff that's going on in the world, right? Let me just go ahead and squeeze this in. With all the stuff that's going on in the world, as far as like entrepreneurships and stuff like that, how do you feel about these people in business that's losing out on a lot with all the,
COVID.
with all the stuff that's going on around?
Chuck E. Cheese,
No, not just COVID, like
Oh, just in life in general.
no, like they ratted, like they messing up.
Oh,
People
yeah.
losing money.
I guess I can't judge.
Black
I had
Lives
my
Matter.
own.
Like,
I had my
how you feel
own
about that?
fair share of messing up in business. I mean, the only way you're gonna learn is, if you mess up. But when you mess up, you just gotta make sure you clean it up, and then you gotta make sure you don't make that mistake again. But like, I feel like what's going on in the world now with all the chaos that the world is in right now, to me, it shows how much of a hustler you are.
Right.
Like, since the pandemic actually started on my birthday, and I've made more money in the pandemic than I did when it wasn't a pandemic.
Wow.
So this is crunch time.
Yeah, because it brought out the hustle in me. It brought out something more than before. Because now you don't know what tomorrow looks like. So now I need to make as much money as I can because I don't know what tomorrow looks like. So it just brought out a whole. I feel like this pandemic brings out the hustle. Like I made more money than ever during the pandemic than I was, like I said before, and I just keep growing and going and growing and growing. Like I haven't lost a penny during the pandemic.
That's good.
Oh,
That's a blessing.
That's really a blessing that you kept up.
I never actually stopped working. I wasn't taking clients, of course, because we supposed to be social distancing, but people were buying my wigs,
Right.
so I never lost.
So are
a
you
penny.
still social distancing or no, not really?
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
No, yes, no. Like there's certain things that I won't do. Like
So they
I'm
can't-
not going to the club and smoking hookah and
Right.
being on the couch. I'm just not doing that yet. I'm not ready to step inside of a club, even though I already don't go anyways.
Right.
But I'm not ready for that, and I'm not ready to do a whole bunch of big things.
So when
yeah.
people went and ran in Dior and all that, how you feel about that?
I think that was crazy.
Yes.
You thought that was crazy?
I'm all for Black Lives Matter, and we can peacefully protest
That's right.
and all of that. But tearing up those people's stores, no, because I know people who are personally affected by those things. Like it's some people here in Atlanta. It's a black consignment shop called Saks Deluxe.
Yeah,
They're in
that's
Buffalo.
right.
Those are black people, and I know those people. Like I actually have I ain't gonna say I have a relationship because we're not friends, but I know that we know each other in passing. And that was a black business. They didn't deserve to have their store looted and to take all of their things.
Right.
So no, I think that was stupid. Like I don't know why people decided that they wanted to loot people's businesses. Because that's how people make their money.
Right.
That's how them people live. And then they just went through a pandemic of being shut down for 2 months. Then now decided they open. Then you come steal all our inventory.
Right.
Like, I don't want that for anybody. Even the big companies. Like, people are like, oh, these big name brands. Just because they're big name brands, why do they deserve that? Nobody deserves that.
Right.
Right, and that's true. That's what
Okay, so with you being just a person out here doing hair, was it a lot of hate or people not supporting you when you first started from nail?
No, I get way more support now than in the beginning. I get less support from people who actually know me.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's the question that I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people who know me, like prior to or know me, like in real life, know me. No, people back home from where I'm from, I never do people back home from where I'm from here.
And so basically,
And I can promise you, hands down, that I'm the best hairstylist that ever came where I'm from, because I'm from a small city. So no hairstylist there can touch me, and none of them people come to me and get
And you
their hair
can
done.
stand on it.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I mean, because they ain't gonna pay what I charge anyway, so I mean, it works.
So that's a sign of hate, you think? The people that actually know you?
No,
I think it is.
it might be. I don't know. I never say people hate on me because I don't want to be sounded like I'm just something to hate on. I don't know. But
It's like the people that would know you would
yeah,
should
you would
support
think,
you.
Yes.
but no.
No.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying this in a bad
You're
way.
right, because it ain't
but-
gotta be hate. Jealousy that is hate. Well, I don't know. I'm just confused.
But like, and I'm gonna use this as an example. I mean, they might be watching, but I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, I don't do my family members' hair. They go to other places and get their hair done.
Why?
Do the same thing that I do.
Why?
I'm
They never asked, or you choose not to.
They never asked. Like, I never done my own sister hair.
Really?
Not my little sister, yes, but my older sister, I've never do her hair. My cousin, I'm talking about they go get sew-ins, wigs, whatever. They go get it from the people that down there where they live. They do the same thing. We're first cousins. We grew up together. I've never done their hair.
Have y'all had problems like
No, we've never had any issues. Like my cousin, they're like where I'm from is very small, so everybody know everybody, and they'll buy hair from somebody down there instead of from me, knowing that I sell hair too.
So do you think it's because they feel like maybe you should give it to them or give it to them at a cheaper price?
I mean, I might give you a discount. I might.
But they never even asked.
But you never even supported, so I won't even give you a discount because you never supported. What am I giving you a discount for?
Right.
I give a discount to a person who been to me a couple of times and paid full price. That's what I'm giving a discount to because
Right.
they're loyal to me. But if you've never spent anything with me, why should I give you a discount? And I can't take a discount nowhere. I can't ask Georgia Power to give me a discount
I know that's
and
right.
the rent office and nobody else to give me a
I know
discount.
that's right. I know
So,
that's right.
Why
Wait,
I give
wait,
a discount?
So they never even asked you to do their hair. Had you-
Just like I'm gonna use my cousin for example. I was looking on Instagram, closure sewing by somebody and bought hair, and she could have came all the way and got there to me, and I could have did it better, but she didn't. She went to them, and then she asked me. I think she wanted to start like a plus size clothing line, and she know I used to have to do clothing. She was like, she messaged me like, hey, do you know a plus size vendor that I could shop with to start my business? I didn't even respond
Oh, wow.
because you don't support me. So why do you want me to help you with
Right.
your business?
So you
And-
don't feel like let's turn the cheek? Why you say let's turn the cheek? I'm gonna go ahead and help her and see what she can go with. You feel like
One, if you ask me for a vendor, you don't want it because you have did absolutely no research to find it on your own. I never called anybody and asked them for anything. I'm not that person. I will pay you for what you know. I'm not gonna call you and say, "Hey, girl, can you give me that information?" I'm not. I'm gonna pay you for it because you had to go through whatever you had to go through to get that information. I don't want you to give it to me for free. It was a hair vendor. Not this hair, but I have another hair that's better than this hair. And my friend was selling the vendor. I bought it from him. I'm talking about my friend that I talk to every day. I bought it from him. He was selling it for $500. I gave him $500. I didn't ask him to give me that because he paid for it. So why should he give it to me for free?
Right.
So, because if he wants something from my business, he's gonna have to pay for it. And if I want something from his business, we don't have to barter. So, it's okay if y'all two people decide they want to barter. But I'm gonna pay. I pay for my stuff and you pay for your stuff.
that's right.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So we have to get ready to wrap it up shortly. So what is, if there's anything, what is it that you would change about yourself, if anything?
Nothing.
Or about your journey with being a celebrity stylist?
Nothing.
Okay.
Because I feel that if you change any little detail, nothing will be the same.
Right.
So it's nothing I would change. Like you could change one thing and something later on could have killed you. You could now you be there no more.
Right.
So I would change nothing. Everything happens the way God wanted it to happen. So I wouldn't change it. Not one thing.
Okay.
All right, we have one last question before we wrap it up. Do you think because men do hair that people automatically think that they are gay?
Yes. Yeah, I think that. I mean, just keeping it real.
Right.
Because I feel like to do something, you have to somewhat be interested in it, right?
Right.
So, if you was a makeup artist, you started out doing your own makeup, right? I started doing hair because I wanted a wig. I started to do some hair. So, where did your interest come from for you to want to do this?
Right.
Yeah.
So, I feel like, hell, every man probably wanted to wear some hair. That's why they started. But I don't know because, I don't know everybody's perspective. But I think so.
All right, so this is kind of down a different alley. What advice would you give us on this podcast? Give us some advice.
About what?
Getting started.
Getting started. How do we go about the haters, the support,
Meeting
all
our
of that?
people.
Can you give the podcast here
Like
advice
branding
about
and
actually
stuff.
branding and branching out and taking off?
Always be yourself. Network with people.
Right.
Talk to anybody because you never know who you're talking to.
Right.
Somebody can look like plain Jane, and you don't even know that person
Someone
can
that
take
you
you
know
all the
that.
way to the top. So I never overlook anybody. That's why I always try to respond to people in my personal perspective. When people message me, like, I might look at somebody's page and they look like they don't got two pennies to rub together, and them be the one who's gonna come spend the $700.
Gotcha.
So I just say always be open to people, talk to them, figure out, find it out if y'all can help each other. If not, continue to move forward. but never just cast anybody out because of what they may look like or what they may seem to not, because people paint the picture that they want you to see.
Right.
So it may not necessarily be what it is.
That's
All
right.
right, we're gonna wrap it up. Can you tell us all about your websites and tell people where to go to find
Yeah,
it?
and tell us about
Yes.
the hair again. This
Yes. So you can go find these wigs on www.jcoreextensions.com, or you can find me on Instagram at JACOREAN with an underscore. That's on Instagram. That's the only place I really typically do business outside of my website. Also, Ja'Core has an Instagram. It's Ja'Core Extensions as well.
Okay.
Well, Ja'Corean, we thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us tonight.
Thank you for
We
having me.
enjoyed you, and we hope
Thank
you
you for
enjoyed us.
I did.
You could have been anywhere else, but you was right here with Willie Gown.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.